walkway, then we will pursue that with the town of Hamlin. If they can't be used, then I collaborate with the town of Hamlin, with the board's blessing, to work on getting sidewalks for the safety of anyone up and down that stretch of road, because it is becoming a hazard, and it gives students a chance, if they do walk to McDonald's on Saturday and Sunday even, it gives everybody a chance to have a designated walk area. So I think we are kind of wanting the same thing, and so if I could kind of move this to the next board meeting, maybe I can have some answers that everybody will be thrilled about. I hope.
Well, I have one. I've never heard it mentioned that we use a car bridge for a walk bridge. And why they wanting to put the sidewalk on the left-hand side of the road going to Hamlin, I don't know. Why can't you put it on the riverside, build it up level with the road? I mean, because you know you're not going to buy that property and tear off that hillside for no.
Well, they can't. Yeah, they can't do it any longer because there's a learned terminology which some people may know, floodway.
Yeah,
part of
but
the
if
channel.
that would be in the floodway, the road's in the floodway.
Yeah, but they said instead of having like 100-yard footbridge, they'd have to make it 500 or 700 yards.
I'm not talking about building another bridge. I'm talking about extending the walkway up to the car bridge that we have across the river now.
Well, it'd probably be, I'd say to these engineers that came in and talked to Dana about where that would be the best place for that walkway. I have no idea.
I will have answers at the board meeting.
I'd like to say something. I think we've spent a lot of time on this footbridge, and I think if you don't come back with something that pleases the entire board, that we need to take a vote on it and either bury the issue or build the bridge. But
Or walk.
Walk, yeah. But I would like for somebody to go ahead and find out what it will cost us to get those fields built over there, and let's get started, and let's concentrate on that. I mean, we've spent so much time back and forth on this bridge, and our fields are nowhere. They've gone nowhere, and if we just had a price, if we had somebody to guide us, the first thing to do, I think we could get funding in for that facility.
We moved,
But
to be
I'm
honest
tired
with
of the bridge.
Yeah. I will have answers for the board at the next meeting. So if you all allow me to do that, I'll move it to the next meeting for discussion. And I'll even put it on the agenda as such if it's okay.
And you're talking about for the football field, the athletic facilities at the school.
And
the walkway.
right, I'll have the answers what you all are asking tonight. If that's okay.
That's great. Does anybody have anything else?
I have a couple of things. I had some calls from subs again about the call outs, and they're telling me that their phone will ring once and then hang up. And then they'll move on to the next person, and by the time they call back, they'll say, it's too late, you didn't answer your phone, I already have somebody.
If you
Now,
would,
I don't know that that's going on.
right, if I had those names, I can check without revealing their name if that hurts anyone, I mean bothers anyone, because there is a list that's created, you know, and reasons on that that's created. So I could check that to find out if anything like that is happening. But believe me, from what I know of what's being done, they exhaust themselves trying to get people in those positions from what I know. And anybody that's dealt with that, and I'm talking about we have many people that's kind of been in there, it is a difficult trying to get subs, and we have so few. But anytime you want to give me a name, I'll be glad to check it, and, you know, to see.
We talked about getting that automated call-out system that will automatically go down the list. Have we totally given up on that?
Well, I'll be honest, and I'll quickly share this with the board. The automated list is good for one thing, and that is for payroll. But it's so easy when you know the board's calling, you pick it up, it's automated, you put it back down because you don't want to work. When Tina calls you and you answer it, she kind of pushes the envelope, so to speak, to try to get you to work, because they may say, well, I have a headache. And they say, well, I desperately need you, this is critical, I need someone, and they'll come in. So we get, it's more advantageous with a human voice on the end to get those people, because it's so easy. And again, I was in a system with automated that changed during my tenure. And it was a big difference telling a person no, instead of just picking it up, putting it back down, and you just don't even worry about it.
Well, the subs, two of them talked to me and said they weren't getting
If
to
they,
work any
if
at
they
all.
would give me their, you'd give me their names, I could check that and find out for you, because there's a law being
They're
kept.
fearful. They're afraid they won't get called at all then.
Well, if they're not getting called and they're still fearful, they're not losing, but hopefully we can make it better.
It may be a technical issue.
And another thing, they are complaining that they are not getting any training on the learning focus. And
well-
that whenever they go in, they really don't know what to do, and especially if they have walkthroughs during that time they're in there. And they would also like to have training on learning focus.
It is, it's kind of like prioritized, and our new teachers are first. And, you know, you understand that. And then we will try to get them trained also. But it have to be on Saturday, because we need them so desperately during the week. But I will look into that.
Okay, I'll hush. Go ahead, Don.
Actually, it's about the job postings. For central office, a Weavis data personnel, the teaching, you need a teaching certificate and then $25 per hour. Is this a new position?
This, you want me to answer?
Yes, ma'am.
We have an issue with all of the addresses in the WBEIS system that are not correct. And when the mailings go out from food service, from special education, they are coming back. They're not. So this year, Mr. Daly had extended the offer to all of the schools if they would give them the emergency cards, whatever, we would make sure at the central office that those addresses are correct within that system.
And that's the only purpose for
And that's going to be a very short period of time.
this? Okay, that's,
Yes.
because there's nothing, it's just $25 an hour.
Yeah,
no
and that will be,
days, no-
just as soon as we can get that, that's
It's
what-
really to help the secretaries and the principals to take their load off them at the beginning of the year. And once we get it correct,